Good morning. Happy Father's Day. We're going to do a full face of glam from the drugstore. We're going to use a lot of makeup we haven't used yet. So let's get ready. Y'all, these Dollar Tree eye patches and this vitamin E serum are the truth. They have been helping me. I've been using them every day for like a week. And, well, I've been using the patches for longer than that because I love me some eye patches. But this cream, y'all, I can put it on while I'm working on my eyes, and it is amazing. I put it on this morning, put the patches on over it, and y'all, my under eye is super hydrated. Look at that. Yes, I know you still see something, but I'm saying it's a lot better than it looked like this morning. Okay, I'm going to start off by using this e.l.f. eyebrow gel. I really never do my brows, and I pluck them to the shape that I want them, and they stay, so that's really enough for me. So for skin prep today, we're going in with the MCO Milky Toner, and I'm going to go with the Bronzing Glow Drops just because I haven't been to the tanning bed in about a week. I need a little sun in my face. Next, we're going in with the MCO Moisturizer. And as Shelby Ann would say, we have skin you can ice skate on. So I have two primers to choose from today. I have used one of them. They're both by Nude by Nature. I've used the color correcting one, and it makes my face look like the Grinch. But today, I think I'm going to go in with their hydrating primer. We're going to see how that works. So I want my makeup to stay today, so we're going to go in with this e.l.f. matte spray. So to prime our eyes today, we're going in with this Milani eye primer. Y'all, I have used this for years. It is an amazing eye primer. So for eyeshadow today, we're going to use this Milani Gilded Mini along with my Morphe Gilded Desert. I've never used this palette. It's new. So we're going to try to use some of the colors from it, and the colors that are in that Morphe match it. So we're just going to kind of use both. So do I know what I'm going to do for my eyes today? I do not. We're just going to kind of wing it and see what we can come up with. And y'all, the first time I heard that Morphe was a drugstore makeup, look, you had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I remember the first time I bought my first Morphe palette, I was bartending, and it was like a $30 palette. And I was like, wow, I'm buying nice makeup, and it's going to stay on forever. And then I was watching a video about a year ago, and somebody said something about it being drugstore, and I was like, what? Morphe? And then, like, it's everywhere. It's in Target. It's in CVS. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. It's drugstore. Okay. So we have family coming today, and I am super stoked. We get to see our grandkids and our grown-up kids. They're coming today for Father's Day to spend time with us. It's been a while. I say it's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we've seen them. We all live in close proximity to each other, but we just don't get to see each other as much as we used to, and it stinks. I love seeing them, spending time with them. I think family is super important, because I have a lot of family that I'll never get to see again, and that stinks. So Josh has a lot of family that lives here. I do not. My family lives 3 hours away. I'm going to FaceTime my dad because I definitely want to see him today. Because he is an awesome dad, for real. So we get to see Josh's family more than we get to see mine, which my family dynamics are definitely different. Ever since my first marriage, I really don't have much to do with a lot of my family. Like, they kind of made their choice to distance themselves from me, if that makes sense. Because I wasn't making the best choices. And when I started making good choices, they just never came back into my life. Like, even if I made an effort, they weren't really there. I say that because, like, I had an uncle that lived, like, 5 minutes down the road. Reached out to him a couple times. Nothing. It was always a I'll get back to you and not hear back from them. Or, like, see that they're 2 minutes down the road and they never say anything. You know, that kind of thing. Just different. But you know what? Like, in recovery, that is something that you have to come to terms with. Like, when you make bad choices and you do the things that you do, when you go to make amends, they don't have to accept it. They don't have to let it go. They don't have to come back. Sorry about that. I had work texts coming through. So I was talking about family members not accepting your amends, but really just anybody not accepting your amends. And then there are amends that you have to make from a distance. Like, there are people that I had to make amends to, but they were not people I had to go face to face with making amends to them. It just wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for them. It was just an amends that had to be made, and I had to make it and go on about my life. So I think the hardest amends that I ever had to make was to my ex-husband. Do I think he deserved it? By no means do I think he deserved any bit of that amends. But my sponsor told me that I have to clean up my side of the street. Whether he cleans up his or not is his business. But for my health and my recovery, I had to clean up my side of the street. So I did. But that's one of those amends that was not made face to face. It was made, and I went on about my business. Like, I didn't have to go seek him out to make it and anything like that. It was just an amends that I made, and I went on. So I thought I would hate that man till the day I died for the stuff he did to me, for the stuff he had done to me, but I don't. After making that amends, y'all, and for offering the forgiveness to him for the things that were done, the relief that came off me, I cannot even explain to you. When they say forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, it's so true. I could not believe how weighted down I was from all that hurt and anger that I was holding on to. So to make that amends, y'all, life-changing, life-changing. So another tough amendment that I had to make was to my parents. That one just because I didn't realize the amount of pain that I was causing them throughout the choices I was making until it was all said and done and the pain was there. I used to get so mad because, like, my parents were not going. Like, if you're talking about a parent that will hide you in the closet and say they hadn't seen you in a year, those are not my parents. My parents will be like, she's right in here, back room. She's been here about 5-10 minutes. You can go get her. So some people hear that and they're like, oh my God, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm glad. Because if my parents hadn't been like that, y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. My parents showed me tough love, and tough love is what got me sober. I didn't need anybody to coddle me and to back up what I was doing. I needed somebody to call me on it and make me make tough choices so that I could get sober. So the choices that my parents had to make, I know they were hard choices. They were not choices they wanted to make. So my dad is this like he's not a crier. He's not an emotional person. I think I've seen him cry maybe 2 or 3 times in his life, and one of them was the day he dropped me off at rehab. I remember hugging him so tight because I did not want him to leave me. And I remember looking up at him, and I just saw tears coming down his face. So definitely, I know that I hurt my family tremendously. So the fact that they forgave me, that's a huge deal. So another hard amendment that I had to make was to my sister. I guess the reason it was so hard is because I held a lot of resentment towards my sister, I guess because she got sober before me. I know that sounds so stupid, but when I was in the program I was in, my sister had been sober some years, and I guess it just sucked that she got sober before me. I know, even saying it out loud, it sounds so stupid. But I made my amends with her, and that is my best friend. Like, she and I had gotten real distant for a long time. But like since she's gotten married and had a baby, like me and her are. Other than that, as far as like family goes, I have 2 aunts that I talk to every now and then that definitely like pump me up when I talk to them. Like they're real sweet and genuine, like concerned about me. But other than that, my other family, I see them at Christmas and that's it. And to be honest, I feel super out of place at Christmas, at my Christmas, because I don't talk to them very much. And I don't know. If I'm being totally honest, I feel like I get that feeling like they think they're better than me, which is fine for them to think that. They're not, but that's fine. They might be better off as far as like money and stuff goes, but as far as like being better than me, no, that's not a thing. So we have the eyes. Let's do the rest of the face in part 2.